ever been bullied before? If so, how did it make you feel? It didn't feel good, did it? Bullying is something no one should ever witness. It doesn't just hurt physically, but also emotionally. When I was in first grade, I was bullied badly. The only thing that made a difference was his mom and my dad were good friends, and they worked together. So if his mom or my dad had to work overtime, the option was to be at home together. One day after school, John and his friend were talking, and I was sitting down, eating a snack, waiting for my friend to get back from her class. I noticed that John's friend was pointing his hand at me, and then John laughed and started walking this way. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew I wasn't going to like it. Well, hello, Jalyn, or should I call you Tinkle Pants, John teased. Look, it was an accident. My teacher was being mean. She told me to be quiet, sit down, and take the test. Oh, so you want to correct me now? As he said this, he picked up my fruit cup. I don't ever want to catch you correcting me again. As he said this, he threw the oranges and juices all over me and walked away. I decided to go tell the teacher what happened. Excuse me, Miss Teacher Lady. John just and she cut me off. She turned around and scolded. Look, I don't want to hear your complaints right now. I'm busy helping another student. And she went back and talked to the teacher. I tried again. She scooted me away. I decided to give up and go sit back down. Before I could sit down, John got me between the seat and me. Oh, so you wanted to tell on me now? I didn't want to. No, you listen, Squirt, and you better listen good. John wanted to get my attention. His face got red. He decided to pick me up by both of his hands by my collar and lifted me 3 inches off the ground. I don't ever want to catch you telling on me again. As he said this, he threw me on the ground, spat on me, and kicked me like he was kicking a soccer ball and walked away. When I got home, I told my parents I had a bad accident on the playground. They took me to the doctor the next day, and it turned out I had a bad bruised rib. I didn't tell my parents what happened because I was afraid of what John would do to me. I didn't know if he would do something horrible or any other thing. This sort of thing happened to me almost every day in after school. I'd get to after school, get taunted by him for a while, get hit or kicked, and tell the teachers they wouldn't care, and then go home and tell my parents nothing. I'm not the only child who thinks this. Tons of children think this. Some people don't know that children get bullied this badly, and that's bad. Some parents don't even know what happens at school. They could send their child to school one day, then come home and find their child hung up in a closet, and then have a note right next to the child that says, I'm sorry that this happened. I love you, and I will see you soon. Hearing this on the news should turn on a light bulb across the globe, because the planet has known that they have lost another child due to bullying. And that one child, all the children who have lost their lives due to bullying should still be here now. But they aren't because they decided to kill themselves because they couldn't take the pressure. I bet you wouldn't like that if you found out that you were the one that was bullying that kid. ABC News reports that suicide is the third leading cause of death among young teenagers. But you didn't know that either. This adds up to a total of 4,400 deaths per year. 14% of high school victims have considered suicide. Out of that 14%, half have actually attempted. You may be thinking, Jalyn, what are you going to do to spread awareness? But I, for one, want my passion to be heard. I want children to be able to go to school and have them thinking that they can come home without having someone torturing them on the bus while they're walking home. I want parents to know that they can send their children to school without having to call them every 5 seconds to see if everything's okay. So I, for one, want my passion to be heard. I want to start an anti-bullying day to where all students and teachers will wear red to represent I'm an anti-bullying supporter. Alongside with that, children can draw red X's on their wrists stating that they want to X out bullying. Also, alongside with that, students can put sticky notes on lockers and hallways that have little pick-me-up messages on them like, I care, or lean on me, I'm here to help. Also, the school can put on a skit or a play that has people come up and tell their story to let other peers know that bullying is still alive and bullying is still what and needs to be stopped. Little simple things like that. A small step can start a big chain reaction, and together we can end bullying permanently.